Hello hunters, DaSheepKiller here, and welcome back to Pokemon Resolute. This is part 12. And last time we took down, I believe it was the 5th gym. Let me check. Yeah, it was the 5th gym. And then we went to a town, and then we just kind of passed by, and then we went to a city. And then Mega evolved our Lucario, and then we ended it off there. And this time, I'm actually not in that city anymore, because turns out, in order to progress through the story, we don't need to go there yet. In fact, we can't progress from there. We have to be where I'm at now. And now, let me show you guys my team, because my team has changed quite a bit since then. Look at this. They're all in the level 70s now. I decided to grind for hours on end in order to get them all to level 70. Yeah, it's crazy, but I ended up doing it. And unlike my other grinding sessions that were just a few hours, this was probably like 5-6 hours maybe, and it was crazy. And if it wasn't for me watching a bunch of videos by a certain YouTuber over and over, I would have completely lost my sanity. But because I got to watch their videos to keep me entertained, I was able to stay completely fine throughout it all. And here's our team now. I don't think the movesets have really changed, but we got Wings level 70, Delete level 70, Lynx level 70, Leon level 70, Coiffle level 70, and Solid level 72, because I battled some trainers off screen that leveled up Solid. So that's really it. And yeah, I also mentioned I was watching a certain YouTuber's videos in a recent part of the series. And some of you probably don't know who that YouTuber is. Well, the YouTuber I was talking about is the Let's Player Sugar Conroy. Yeah, I've been watching their videos a lot recently, and they've just kept me entertained for many hours. I don't really get bored of their videos. They just kept me entertained for a long time. And it's because of them that I was able to keep my sanity during my grinding session. And oh yeah, I have something else to point out. So yeah, thanks to that YouTuber, but yeah, let me point something out. In that city I ended off the last video in, there was this huge shop area, I think I pointed it out in that video, and they sell lots of things there, and one of the things was lucky eggs. So what I did was I bought 6 lucky eggs, and gave them to each of my Pokemon. As you can see here, they all have lucky eggs. So that made the grinding session a bit faster. It would have been significantly slower if I didn't enter that shop and buy the lucky eggs. So that also made the grinding session more bearable. Watching videos and buying lucky eggs are what made the grinding session more bearable. And yeah, we're actually in that city with the music that I've made a random video on before. What's the city called, by the way? It's called Solar City. What does it say? We may cannot own the sun, but we're. Okay, good. That's Solar City's slogan, whatever. So there we go. And by the way, I took a Pokemon out of my party, just because we need Slavinator in here in order to cross this water. And oh yeah, another thing to point out. I got Dive off screen whenever trying to take the east exit to that city. The same person who gave me Strength, which Strength I also got off screen, they arrived and they gave me Dive. And oh, we gotta turn battle animations on. Yeah, they gave me Dive and then they left after, and Terrakion arrived as well. By the way, I've seen all 3 of the Swords of Justice trio off screen. Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion. I've seen them all off screen. So that's something to point out. They might have something to do with the plot later. Sorry I didn't show those Pokemon appearing on screen, but you know, they just happened to show up whenever I was doing some backtracking and stuff off screen. But yeah, now that we got everything out of the way, I'm just taking any wild Pokemon to see. That gives me a bit more experience. There we go. Yeah, now that we got everything out of the way, we can actually move on to the plot. And I've actually already battled all these trainers. These are the ones that got solid up to level 72. And now we gotta go this way to a new city. What's the city called? Oh, he's getting interrupted. Norton's getting interrupted. Isn't that DaSheepKiller? Please come with me. It seems that Team Mirage is having a speech right here. Also, Team Mirage is having a speech yet again. That's how you know this is the right way to go, because Team Mirage is here. And I think these are all things that we're here for. To make it more clear, allow me to conclude what I said before. We Team Mirage decided to do everything for human beings and finally achieve a revolution in human beings community. Thanks for hearing, everyone. DaSheepKiller, you finally got here. I heard that you tried to do something against us on Carmine Isle, but still, I decided to forgive you. You're merely an innocent kid, even though it seems that you're the same age as me. You know nothing about us, and you don't even understand our vision. We have a common dream, and we fight for it. That's the truth. But it's too difficult for you to find out the real meaning of our dream. It seems that I talk too much, little boy. Then. Friends, let's leave here. Weird how they're treating me like a kid even though they're the same age. They're like the female character counterpart of us, so we're the same age, yet they're treating me like a little kid just because they're the king of Team Mirage. DaSheepKiller, see you later. That's weird. Passerby 1, what revolution? Why they decided to do that? But should we trust them? No, we don't need to trust them. A kid whose name is Alma. It seems that she's the head of Team Mirage and she knows you well, right? That's weird. She's a kid just like you. And why and how did she become the head of Team Mirage? I don't understand. And DaSheepKiller, I think it's not right to be like that. Being an evil leader is not a correct idea at all. Oh, and here comes COLRESS. Hey you, I disagree. Did they just put that in there for the memes? What? What do you mean? And who are you? I think they just put that in there for the memes. I think it's not right to think others not right before you finally find out what they're for. I'm COLRESS. I'm a Pokemon researcher. I'm researching the relationship between Pokemon and trainers. And their subject is bringing up the power of Pokemon. You would know that if you played Gen 5 or Gen 7. We're red. Why you? Justice is simply justice, and evil is simply evil. There's nothing suspected about this. That is your own thought. I disagree. Nothing can be actual before the final answer be discovered. I'm just reading this word for word instead of trying to translate it. But after all, it's your thought. I respect it. But I just think there's a certain rule for being a human being. I don't think so. In my opinion, only the relationship between human beings and Pokemon is the most important thing for me. I want you to understand what I said. Oh, we're gonna battle COLRESS, it looks like. Oh, they even did the same thing from Gen 5. And oh, okay, the music suddenly changed from the Weather Trio music to rival music. We got the COLRESS battling, and oh, Metagross. Hey, looks like we're over-leveled for a change. Vastly over-leveled, in fact. That probably won't last long, but for now, we're over-leveled. COLRESS is level 59, and we're level 70. Probably should switch with Delete, because he used Iron Defense. Now we're not going to one-shot. Yeah, although we did some decent damage, and one more Earthquake should do the trick. You know, Crunch will probably be super effective, but I don't want to take any chances. I just want to get these Pokemon out of here. And Magnezone will stay in on Leon yet again. Now he's level 61. Yeah, Pokemon are going to be catching up to us in levels again in no time, even though I spent, like, an entire day grinding. And oh, Magnezon's up next. Yeah, that's just how this game is. No matter how much grinding I do, unless I went to level 100, they're going to catch up to me yet again. And there's no way I'm going to level 100. Going to level 70 was enough. The relationship between you and your Pokemon is firm. Yes, it is. You're really fond of raising your Pokemon, and they adore you too. But there's still one thing you must remember. You don't own your Pokemon at all. The reason why you fight and live together is just because they'd like to do that. If you want to make their potential be shown in battle, you must treat them fairly. Hey, whatever how I was object to your idea before, to be honest, I agree with you on this point. That's also my belief. Me too, COLRESS. That's also the reason why I want to be a trainer. Thanks. Finally you understand me at this point. Oh, I must keep on researching, so I must go. I hope to see you again. And that's it for COLRESS for now. If they bothered bringing him into this game, he must have some importance in the plot later on. That COLRESS guy, he's strange, isn't he? Okay. I bet you must be here for my badge. Oh, he's the gym leader. Just as I thought. Okay, I'll wait for you in the gym. So yeah, that guy's the gym leader. And now, since we're about to take on the gym, I don't think there's going to be any interruptions. And we already had our interruptions, so I don't think there's going to be any more. But now with that, we can take Slavinator out of the party and bring Caulifla back in. The reason why I took them out was just because they're one of the few Pokemon in my party that don't have any important moves on them. Like, oh, Wings doesn't really, but I wanted to use Wings. Because they're kind of my weakest. Oh, really, I just chose a random Pokemon to have to take out of the party for Slavinator, and that so happened to be my Lucario. And yeah, they don't care about Team Mirage. I'm just an intruder, not a hero. It's not my duty to save the world. Okay. And I don't think I need to explore this place. I mean, it's not like Light Platinum where you get important items from random NPCs, so we should just be able to go straight to the gym, and then we'll get told what to do right after. Probably, anyway. Sometimes the game doesn't tell you directly what to do and things, but we should be able to know what to do in this. And there's a gym leader with his Slowking, it looks like. Are you the gym leader? Yep. Does he want me to battle the trainers first? Or are we just going to get to battle him right away? I don't know. Yep, he's just going to battle me straight away. Alright. I kind of wanted to battle the trainers, so I might just purposely lose this battle, or... I would look back, but I haven't saved this recording, so I'd have to have quite a bit to redo. So I think I'll just lose this battle on purpose so I get some other battles in, so I'll be right back. So I went and purposely lost the battle, and what would you know it? None of these people here are actually trainers that you can battle. But I did do some exploring in the city off screen, or rather, Villa, I think the place is called Cherry Villa. And I did one thing, so I'm going to go over that real quick. I taught Delete Confuse Ray from the move tutor. That's basically all I did, but that's a pretty good move, so I figured I'd take away Skull Bash for that. And now we are ready to take on the gym leader once again, and he's just talking about COLRESS and Team Mirage, I believe. And now we get to battle Norton and start out with Sigilif, and we got Crunch for that. Polygon's probably going to be our main Pokemon for this entire gym battle. Starting off with Gardevoir, actually not starting off with Gardevoir, going into Gardevoir. And although I said Polygon's going to be our main Pokemon, he's actually not going to be, because we got Cauliflower for Gardevoir, so we can actually land Iron Tail, which we're probably not going to, especially after that double team. Oh gosh. If I can actually land Iron Tail, that will be fantastic. And we're probably not going to get to do that now. I'm going to try my best, but I don't think a single one's going to land. Okay, we actually got one, wow. And not very effective apparently, even though that's supposed to be super effective with the Fairy type. Oh well, they didn't program it correctly, but what can you do? And now Espeon's up next. And we could bring Leon back in, but I want to give Lynx a shot. Here we go. And level 61, we're vastly out-leveling the gym leader, surprisingly. That's great. The next gym leader is probably going to be the same level as us, but for now, we're doing pretty good. Now I get serious. Slow King, prepare for battle. Okay, we got to battle him again? Oh, we were going to continue battling, but what's going on now? Team Mirage, they're investing Cylon Academy. Oh, really? I understand, thanks. You're welcome, sir. I cannot continue our battle now. I must do something right now. And, okay. So now, we have to go to Cylon Academy before we can even finish our gym battle. Alright, so that wasn't our full-on gym battle. Let's go to Cylon Academy then, I suppose. So we're going to heal up. And we're going to put Slave near the party just so we can actually get to Solar City. Oh, can I actually go there, please? Yeah, now let's take out... You know, let's take out Solid. They're our highest level, so we might as well. I don't think we're going to need Cut anywhere where we're going. So let's just head back to Solar City and we'll ride on Slavinator in order to go back to Solar City where we need to go. And by the way, that cave right there, I don't think there's anything we could do in there right now. I looked around the entrance, I didn't really see anything too special. If there's anything in there, unless it's important to the story, I'll be exploring it off screen, but yeah, that's about it. And now we gotta enter Cylon Academy, which we're now able to go into. Well, not without our rival interrupting us. But yeah, Team Mirage is going through this place, and now we have to stop them. And now we're about to go in. You don't need to answer me, just be here for studying. Oh, he thinks we're just studying, but Team Mirage is here, and we have to stop them, but he thinks we're just studying, so now we have to take him on. Good thing we have Leon up front. Well, so I guess having him up front was a good idea after all. There we go, one-shot in the Jolteon. Noivern. Okay, I can just one-shot that with Dragon Claw. Wow, this is what happens when you grind for several hours. At least for a little bit, you get to do really good. So Earthquake. There we go. We're probably going to one-shot everything. So this is a battle Leon can truly shine in. And then as soon as I say that, he has a Lilligant. Okay. Let's go into Delete. And hit him with the Flamethrower. There we go. That can be a nice one-shot. Yep. And Volcarona. Looks like he has his starter Fully He might have had that Fully before and I just wasn't paying attention, but let's go into Cauliflower then, shall we? Hit him with that Rock Slide because of the Quad Weak. There we go. And you know, the Fairy type doesn't really seem to be properly programmed in this game. Maybe it is properly programmed in that patch that I have no idea how to get. But at least in this version, it's not well implemented at all. Pretty much all it has put in correctly is the immunity to Dragon. And yeah, there we go. Elijah was defeated. What does this mean? Stop, why? Okay. Why? Why, DaSheepKiller? Why do you manage to stop the battle? That makes no sense. What? You mean Team Mirage invested Cylon Academy and you're just trying to stop them? Ah, sorry, it seems I did something wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have battled you. Sorry. May I help you? I think you may need some help as you're facing those people who make trouble all over this region. Now let me pass. Don't worry, it'll be okay. Looks like Elijah's gonna help us as well. So here we are. Oh, you're as weak as you look like. Now stop wasting my time. What are you doing here? And where's your leader? Spit it out. Okay, boy, then. If you're here for saving that foolish professor called Avery, then you'd better try to find the key to the underground room and... What? You Team Mirage not only invested Silent Academy, but also kidnapped Professor Avery? Huh? You don't know that? Darn it, I said too much. King must be angry for this and punish me. Yes, they will. DaSheepKiller, have you heard what that grunt said before? So, should we find out the key, right? Yeah, we're gonna have to look for the key in this place. All while battling Team Mirage grunts. And we're not really gonna pay attention to their dog. We're just gonna battle these Team Mirage grunts. Have an Aria dose first. Okay, I guess you can just Dragon Call that. These guys are even more low level than what we were battling before. So that's great. And Arbok. I like Arbok. I actually used it in my Ultra Moon playthrough, but obviously it's going to be one shot easily by my level 72 Flygon now. It was level 71, that's level 72. And Wheezing, let's go into Delete. Hit him with that Psychic. Because Flygon hit the current level cap. And there we go, Psychic. And I feel like we might need Surf sooner or later once we are able to go to the basement. So I'm just going to keep slaving near the party for now. I mean, the Pokemon we swapped him out for is at the current level cap anyway, so I guess we'll just put Wings up front now. There we go. And I guess we're going to try to go in all these rooms. And, oh, looks like these are all different classrooms, each with a Mirage Grunt in them. Okay. Vibrava, level 60. That could easily be a Flygon by now. I guess they might have felt the battle would be too challenging with level 60 Flygon. Even though this game's really challenging as it is. Victory Bell? Okay, this is actually a pretty good battle for Wings. This might be a one-shot. No, we're not quite. I guess Wings just isn't strong enough to one-shot a level 61 Victory Bell. We're 10 levels higher than it. We couldn't even one-shot that. I guess Swallow's not that strong, or maybe it's just how weak Aerial Ace is. I don't know. And the keys to the office, he doesn't know what the keys are, so I guess we're just gonna have to keep looking. We're just gonna look as much as possible, and there's actually nothing in here. Okay. Yeah, nothing in here. I don't think they're gonna make us search all around. I think we'll just have to get it from someone, maybe. I don't know. We're lonely prophets. We fight for ordinary people. Okay, I'm not gonna read the dialogue. I already said I would be ignoring the dialogue, except for the after dialogue to try to find the key. And that sprite for Rodriguez looks pretty weird. And Destiny Bond. Okay. I guess I'll try to raise my defense with Steel Wing. That doesn't work. He's just spamming Destiny Bond. And too bad this isn't Gen 7, where they don't allow you to spam Destiny Bond. And Aerial Ace. Okay, now I use Pain Split. Really? I was so close to knocking you out. Then you have to Pain Split. Stop it. Stop using Pain Split. And that sprite for Rodriguez looks pretty weird, actually. And I don't want to attack on a turn where he uses Destiny Bond right before, so... I mean, just keep on spamming Agility until he stops spamming Destiny Bond. Okay, there we go. We should take him out now. Yep, there we go. That's how you play strategically. Aegis Slash is the next. I guess we can use Lynx. I mean, Delete would be a smarter option, but I want to use Lynx a bit more. And he has Clear Body instead of Stance Change, because Stance Change couldn't really work that in a 2D sprite game. And yeah, they're saying they're lonely and stuff. I can relate to them, I suppose. Prophet told the truth, but I'm not using your dialogue. You have nothing to say about the key. And there's nothing in here. What about in here? Oh, we got a grunt right away. Which had to bother ours king. They never say the word our. They only say ours king. Is this pronounced our or our? I've never really known. I just say both in certain situations. And he's trying to prevent us from seeing the king. Well, I'm gonna see them sooner or later. And Wings, I actually gotta heal up Wings real quick. Shoot, I actually don't have any healing items either. I've bought a lot of healing items before, but I ended up using them all in the grinding because I was too lazy to go back to the Pokemon Center. I mean, that would take up so much more time if I went to the Pokemon Center each and every time my Pokemon got weakened. But while we're talking about stuff I bought, they actually sell PP Maxes at that shop I was talking about earlier, and I used it on some of my Pokemon, not Swellow. But I used it on Delete Psychic, and I also used it on Cauliflower's Rock Slide, and Leon's Earthquake, and I also used it on not Slavinator, obviously. I used it on Solid Giga Drain. Yeah, I used it on their Giga Drain, and I think Dragon Pulse as well, because Dragon Pulse naturally has 10 PP, so I actually used it on 10 of Solid moves, and we're done with this section now. No, looks like we're gonna have to get ourselves into a double battle, but before that, I'm gonna go back and heal, because we're obviously not doing that great, and this city's actually bigger than it looks. Okay. That makes no sense. If the city's gonna look big, then of course it's gonna be big. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's bigger than I somehow thought it was. I guess I originally thought it was a small city, but it's actually pretty big. Okay, now here's a double battle. There we go. I have no idea. I have no idea what they're talking about, but we're just gonna take down these two grunts. They got 5 Pokemon with both of them. So let's use. I guess we'll have Wings attack Hypno, and then have. Actually, I don't see Carnivine posing that much of a threat. So let's just double focus on Hypno. There we go. Hypno's definitely more of a threat than Carnivine could ever be, because Carnivine's not that great, let's be honest. And Ninetales, I mean, against Swallow and Magmortar, I don't really see what Ninetales could do. So we're just gonna have Wings attack him. That's actually be a nice 2-shot. And there we go, Carnivine's out of here. 12 experience points. Okay, I guess we'll just do this. I mean, I'll take out Ninetales, and Scrafty might survive. It might not, but I remember Scrafty having decent social defense. Yeah, just enough to survive, actually. So let's just do that. We might end up wasting a turn here. And level 72. Oh, no, we did that just right. And if only we used Psychic. Oh, well, this might still be a one-shot, because Gengar's not that bulky. Yeah, there we go. And Wings hit the level cap, and both of them are defeated. The power of conservatism is still strong. I don't know why I couldn't read that word. That might actually be a word, and I'm just bad at reading. I don't know. I did the wrong swap in there. Okay. Let's put Delete up front now. And we have 20 more grunts to battle. That's great. Normally when we have a lot of Team Mirage grunts to battle, we end up having a really long episode, so that might be the case here. So, yeah, let's get them out of here. I hope we get Fly soon. I don't know why we don't have Fly yet. If we did, traveling will be so much easier, but it just takes so long to do, and we always have to stock up on repels with how it is now, so hopefully we get Fly soon. Maybe after the 6th gym we'll get it. I'm not sure. And I remember when I said that we might not have any interruptions in our gym battle. There ended up being an interruption in the middle of the battle. Like right when I say that, so that's just great. But after we deal with all these grunts, we should be just fine to go back to the gym. Not that we're doing that today. This episode's definitely not going to be long. We're definitely not going to have enough time this episode to do that, man. Sometimes I just can't talk. I believe even the previous episode was called I Can't Speak. That's because I can't in videos. I don't know why, I just can't. And I guess we'll just Thunderbolt him again. Nothing else to really do. There we go. And Delete's level 72. Nice. Sigilif is up next. Let's go into Lynx. Hit him with the Volt Tackle. We'll suffer the recoil, but who cares? Lynx is just really strong. I might be able to 2-shot him with Bite. In fact, it might be a chance to flinch. Or we can just 1-shot things to a critical. Wow. Well, now we don't have to take any recoil. That's great. I'll take that any day. Well, there we go. I don't know why I still have Slavin here in the party. We just do. And you may think it not correct for us to invest this place. What do they mean by investing this place anyway? Do they mean invade? I think they mean invade, but they're saying invest for some reason. I guess that's just to do with the bad English in this game that they supposedly fixed in the update, from what I heard. Maybe they actually say invade in the updated version. I don't know. But sometimes the grammar could just be weird. I don't really care though. I skip most of the dialogue anyway. Especially in my newer style of Let's Plays, or I just rush through, skip as much dialogue as I can. I tend to read the important dialogue every now and then, but I skip just random dialogue from random trainers because it doesn't really matter. The grammar's not the greatest anyway. And yep, that's my principle. Sometimes I still manage to catch on to what it says even though I'm skipping it. And seeking the key to the office. Yes, I want the key to the office. So that's why I'm wrecking all of you. And this time looks like we'll actually have to use Volt Tackle. So we'll suffer the recoil, but we'll get that Talonflame out of here, so who cares? Oh, what's your cry? A Nidoqueen. Okay, Talonflame is Nidoqueen. Zoroark we could stay in him with Brick Break, because yeah, Luxray has some pretty good moves in this one. It doesn't have Crunch. I even tried going to Moocher to teach it Crunch. It doesn't get Crunch. And you're gonna tell me what the keys are? Well, then, once to enter the office, we'll need 4 keys, and these keys are hidden under the floors of several classrooms. Oh gosh, we are gonna have to look. Well, that's great. I might have to look up where those keys are, because there's no way I'm gonna just do that naturally. So I guess I'll have to look that up off screen But for now, I'm gonna battle all the trainers, and then I'll do that off screen, and I guess I'll tell you guys roughly where they are. I'm not sure. I mean, I think I'll just stop the recording and do it so I don't have all that to edit out. And Lynx is just so strong, he can take out these Pokemon with just bite. Yeah, he doesn't even need Volt Tackle. There we go. But yeah, I'll tell you guys in the rooms where they are if I can remember. But otherwise, I guess you'll just have to look them up yourself or spend all that time looking. I'm not sure. But yeah, this looks like it's going to be a frustrating thing to do. Nonetheless. But now we're just going to battle these trainers. No trainers in here. What about in here? Yep, this is trainer in here. And then we know how to get the keys now. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of frustrating, like I've said already. I'm repeating myself. So yeah, if my video doesn't help you guys, then you'll have to look it up on your own or spend all that time looking for them, I guess. I'm not really sure how it's gonna go, but it's gonna be annoying. Now again, I'm gonna stop repeating myself and just focus on this Tyranitar. There we go, give one a shot. And these guys have some pretty strong Pokemon. These would be some challenging battles if we weren't over-leveled. That's for sure. And we have one more grunt to face, and then we'll be ready to just look for the keys and find them. And wow, that was a lot of dialogue that I would have had to read if I didn't decide to skip it. And wow, we actually got another easy battle. These are all just really easy battles for our Mega Lucario here. And Muck, this might not be as easy, but if we land an Iron Tail, we should be able to one-shot still. Yep, we do. And this is just how strong our Pokemon are now. The obstacle is hard, but one day it'll be gone as we make a great progress. Yes. And now we need the 4 keys to find. We need to find the 4 keys to enter this room here, and then once we find the 4 keys, we'll be able to enter. And then I guess I'll be right back. I'll meet you guys whenever we find those keys. And for this one, we need a card key, which we might get from the office. But yeah, that's how it's gonna be. I'll be right back. All right, everyone, I'm back. And I found all 4 of the keys. Unfortunately, I don't remember where all of them exactly were, but I did find them, and I guess you'll all either have to look them up or search them yourselves. Personally, I looked it up because I didn't really know how I was going to do it. But I do remember one of them being in here. I think it was like in this tile, but apart from that, I don't really remember the rest. I think they're all on their own in the different segments, so like there's one in one of these 2 doors, one in one of these 2 doors. I actually already showed you guys where that one was. And then one of them in these 2 doors, and then one of them somewhere in these 2 doors. So yeah, there's not 2 of them in the same. There's not 2 of them in a different segment. There's one in each segment, I believe. So now we got all that out of the way. We unlocked the door with the 4 keys, and now we can find Professor Avery. What? Are you here for rescuing me? Thanks. Please come closer. Professor Avery, hey, what is going on here? What are you doing here? What, you mean I was kidnapped by Team Mirage and you're here for saving me? Hey, are you kidding? I even haven't been here before. The reason why I get here is that weird girl with white hair told me that there might be something going to happen. She also told me that they made a trap for you and Elijah. Wait, what did you say, Professor? They didn't take you here? This is a trap? Yes, this is a trap. Just a trap. Oh, wow. So that person here wasn't actually Professor Avery. This was just a trap. The actual Professor Avery was all fine, never captured. In fact, we're already aware of your coming as we what was it again? They put invaded Cylon Academy. Remember the grunt which told you and Elijah that Avery was kidnapped? Yes, that was me. I disguised into a grunt to confuse you, and we successfully made Norton and Elijah fall into our trap. And we almost fooled you too. Darn it, we almost did. It must be Eliza who is spying on us and making our plot be discovered, that foolish Zoroark. Well, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Bizarre. I don't know how to pronounce that name. One of the vice leaders of the reformed Team Mirage. Seems I must fight for Team Mirage's vision now. So now we have to fight another vice leader of Team Mirage. And they have a Weavile. So I guess we're going to have to use Lucario yet again. Or Caulifla, as I nicknamed them. And they're a bit higher level than every other trainer we've faced so far. So that's a thing. And for this Toxic Croak, we're going to go into Delete. And just use Psychic. There we go. Another nice one-shot because they're quad weak. And Milotic is up next. Okay, I guess we'll go into Lynx and him with a Volt Tackle, because I don't really know what else we're going to hit such a bulky beast with. Yeah, level 66, they're catching up pretty fast. Like I said, no matter how many hours you grind for, unless you get to level 100, you're going to get caught up to in not even an hour, probably. And now, I guess we'll go into Colorful and Rock Slide this Honchko to get all of our Pokemon to level 72 now. So there we go. This is how I always like to do things, just have a set a current level cap and get all Pokemon there, and then we'll just keep going from there. In fact, everything became out of control, including this battle. That's right, I don't know why you started that with the fact, but okay. Darn it. I thought it was easy finishing those kids whose names are Elijah and Norton. So they took down Elijah and the gym leader of the other place. After all, we finished 2/3 of our plan and took away those 2 kids. What, you want to save them? Haha, never, I'll leave. You really think you could escape from here? Bizarre? Oh, it's Eliza the Zoroark who we battled a few episodes ago, I believe. What, Eliza? Yes, it is me. Now, if you're wise enough, just hand over the key, and then we'll let you go. Fine, take this away. And we got the basement key, which we're gonna go to the basement next. Now allow me to leave. Now you get to leave. What? You're the girl which told me the plot of Team Mirage. And you're Zoroark? Oh, so he's the one who told the actual Professor Avery of the plot to capture me. I don't know if that would have worked in the end, but we got saved by the actual professor and more importantly, this Zoroark. Well, that's the truth. I'm one of the formal admins of Team Mirage. You mean former, not formal. And do you know why I asked her to hand over that key? Now, let me tell you. In fact, they made this trap for DaSheepKiller and Elijah. And they took away Elijah as he intended to save you, Professor. In addition, they took away that kid called Norton, too. They took away Elijah and Norton? Well, could you please tell us how to save them? And why you managed to help us? Please allow me to complete my conversation. Remember the key I mentioned? Yes, it can unlock the door to the basement of Team Mirage. And they locked Elijah and Norton there. You want to know where the basement is? Just try to find it in the city. It was hidden in the small forest of the city. Sorry, I must leave. I'm not doing this for helping you. Remember this. We better do something right now, DaSheepKiller. Let's get out of here and find that secret basement. How about those Team Mirage grunts who are invading here? I think it's more important for us to save Elijah and Norton. I believe that you agree with me. After all, they're more important for us. Then let's leave this place to rescue them. Oh, not as he said, but I actually translated that one. And now that we have wrecked all the grunts and gotten the basement key, we can now go through, I believe it's over here. Yeah, so we do need Surf. We go over there to get to the basement. And then we can continue on fighting Team Mirage, and I guess we're gonna go to the basement to save Elijah and Norton, who somehow got themselves captured. Well, they are weaker than me, I guess. But I still don't know how they got captured. But I guess that's gonna be it for this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one, where we're going to head over to the basement that Team Mirage is in. And yep, here's the forest. We're gonna head to the basement, and then we'll save Elijah and Norton, and probably take down Team Mirage for good in this place at least. I know this isn't the final encounter for them. I don't know that for sure. I haven't actually played far past this point on my own time. But yeah, once we're done with this, we're gonna be almost done with the game. We'll be able to get our 6th badge after that. So I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we'll do everything that I just said. Yeah, I'll see you guys then. Happy hunting!